Welcome back, everybody. This is George and Larry resuming our playthrough and, at least speaking for George, our strategic discussion of Too Many Bones. We have completed 5 days worth and moving into day 6. Everything is as we left it, except that we are now we're recording part 2 2 days later after we did part 1, and of course in those intervening 2 days, again, there have been a lot of bug fixes and enhancements to the program, some of which you may see, some of which you may not, but again, I apologize if I didn't debug as well as I should have, but I don't think we're going to have a problem. George, do you need a reminder as to where we were?
Yeah, so if you can go through each of the gear logs so we can just see the skills and the loot that we have. So okay, so with Ghillie we're on 5 health, 3 attack, 4 dexterity. So we have our all the way up to marked enemy, which is gonna be good. We have our Woven Snare and trusty self-sacrificing Wolverine. And no defense, which hopefully that's not going to hurt us at any point. Can we go over to Tink now?
Yeah, generally speaking, do you like to get to when I was watching your tabletop simulator playthrough, I kind of got this feeling of a 666 sort of goal where you try to get health, attack, and dexterity up to 6 or so before you face the tyrant. Is that a fair...
You mean with Ghillie or everybody?
Actually, with everybody.
Well, I wouldn't be able to get attack to 6. That's probably too high. I mean, with Ghillie, so the way I'm envisaging, actually, I was sort of like, I mapped out my build with like 15 training points with each of the gear locks. I think with Ghillie will look something like we need maybe another health, another 2 or 3 attack, and another 2 or 3 dexterity.
Yeah, well,
and
which would actually get us to 666. Health 6, attack 6, dexterity 6, or roughly 5 or 6.
Yeah, I mean 5 or 6 with Ghillie, but maybe with Tink, I mean, we wouldn't really get to that. With Nugget, probably
so
not.
It might vary with the gear log.
Exactly. So,
all right,
like yeah. So with Tink, I mean, I would maybe move attack to 2, but not to 6,
gotcha.
And maybe defense to 2 or 3.
Yeah, because his bots do all the work.
Exactly. So it really depends on the gear lock and his role and whatever the gear locks you have, what loot you have. I mean, I'm really looking forward to get like a reinforced buckler or red armor, but so far we didn't have much luck with regards to that.
Yeah. That was nice that you got that in your tabletop simulator playthrough. Of course, the odds of getting it in any particular game are not great.
With 4 gear locks though, because you keep getting like maybe like 4 loot, or with Nugget you draw like 5 loot per encounter. I would say the odds are pretty high of seeing one of the 2 at some point.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Especially if you over the course of a lot of different encounters, drawing a lot of loot.
We're still like halfway through the game, and I think we're doing well. I mean, we finally got like a solid build. Like now, we don't have any particular more vulnerabilities at this point. I mean, everybody's is off that 3 or 4 health point where it's quite easy to get one-shotted. Now the buddies have to actually work hard to knock us down.
You think you're aiming to go after Gendricks around day 8 or day 7 or
9? Day 9 actually.
Day 9, okay.
Yeah, definitely. We'll need the extra training points. I would say day 9 and then leave day 10 for a backup in terms of like if we fail an encounter, then we might need to go. The reason why I wouldn't want to go day 10 because your 10 times 4 is 40 body points,
right.
And that would mean two 20-point bodies, and I would like to avoid that. And if we need to go to day 10, I will have to use some sort of like reduction to the body points, maybe using the camo or some flair or something to maybe just knock that body points down to something that's going to give us only one 20-point body, the boss, and then a bunch of 5-point bodies, which is quite manageable.
So you'd want to save that camo until the big fight.
Uh, well, I mean, it would depend. I'm sure we'll be able to get another Fortune Discovery until then, but we'll see. I think that the way to use camo is just strategically based on the rounding of the body points. So if say we now day 6 we're gonna have 24 body points, that's one 20-point body and 4 1-point bodies, which is quite easy. But if we say had an encounter that said at 6 points and it would take us up to 30, I might say, okay, would rather 28 rather than 30, because it means you have only one 5-point body and lots of 1-point bodies.
Right, right.
So the rounding, like if you get to a body point that's is divided by 5 or 10 or 20, it's it makes a difference.
For sure. Oh, especially with the 20s.
Yeah.
Here's Tantrum.
So okay, we still have the mandatory. We got all good herbs, and yeah, I mean our loot at the moment is not great, with a bit of drawback, but I think we got the training points there, and we got Dax Collector and Body Count. I think we should be able to face the next encounter. We know that the next two 20-point bodies are going to be the dragons. So there's the Weekend Dragon and the Hardy Dragon, like the Bone Dragon, and then it's going to be, so that's going to be day 6 and 7, and then day 8 is going to be the Golem. And that's going to be, if we can beat the Golem on day 8, then day 9 we face the boss.
I don't recall. Did we scout the Golem and
we did, yeah. We move it down.
Okay.
I think it was the first 20-point body that we scouted, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Once again.
That's why we knew that. That's because we scouted the Golem. We knew that the next 20-point body, bog type body, in our all bog type buddies fight, was going to be the Bogworm.
Right. Okay, ready to go?
Yeah.
Here we go. Little suspense.
On steady ground. Okay, I don't think I've seen this before. Quicksand.
Oh. It's that one, which of course we're not going to have a choice with this one, are we?
Oh, how do you do this in your program, by the way?
How do you do what? You don't. You don't
top,
click.
Oh.
So we're going to have. Oh, that means we're going to be forced into a dangerous darts challenge.
And no training points. That's horrible.
Oh yeah, only loot. Oh, and I don't know that we want to do 4 dangerous darts. I mean, maybe 1 or 2. Maybe we can extrapolate. If we win 1, we take 2 loot or something like that. Ouch. Well.
Yeah, so that's the one thing you cannot do in the program. Is like to do the
unless you want to
flick the dice.
Unless you want to hit your finger against your monitor and see if it does anything. But yeah, there's. How would I?
How about we shuffle this encounter and draw, like maybe join a different one? Is that gonna work, or is it? Is there a feature to sort of like reshuffle and draw a different one? Because that's the one
Yeah, there's a draw new reshuffle.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Why don't we? As long as we're here, let me real quickly do a dangerous darts. We'll ignore ignore the card, but I'll just do one demonstration, because for those people who wonder how do you play dangerous darts, it might be a good place to have a little demonstration.
Okay,
so actually there's a button up here in the top right corner labeled DD. If you click it, it will actually set everything up for dangerous darts. Gives you a little guide if you need a reminder as to how the rules work, and sets up the opponent, and then gives you 2 of each type of die. You obviously have to discard 3 of those so that you only end up with 3 dice. Uh, uh, George, you wanted to make an attempt, or
I'll let you do it because you probably did it more than I did. I think I played it like 2 or 3 times, and
certainly
I'm not very good at it.
certainly for testing purposes, that's the case. Yes. So I am going to.
You're using two effects
I
and
usually
one
like to
attack.
try two effects and one attack. Although I've been thinking lately, one of these days I'm going to do
You
run
could
a.
even do two effects and one defense.
Uh,
Or
one of these
you
days
reckon
I'm going
that's
to
not
actually run a simulation of all the possible combinations and see which one has the best odds against the
right?
computer. But okay, so we've got our HP up here, computer's on top, I'm on the bottom, computer goes first, so well, that's not a good start. So 3 off. This may when it starts this bad, I usually think, okay, it's not going to go anywhere. I guess I will hold those 2 dice and roll my 3rd die since I have weakened 2 now against me. Hope. Well, I got him on weakened 2. That helps. I will, for his weakened 2, I'm just going to ignore his 2nd and 3rd dice and just do whatever the 1st die is. You get your choice when you've weakened. Oh, jeez, of all the possibilities. Okay, so he hit me for another 2, but it. Okay,
No, that
yeah,
should be
there we go.
one. Yeah.
That's better. But now I get to roll all my dice. But
If you keep stunning him.
yeah, if I can do it. Okay, well, we got 1 hit and poison 2, which will come off immediately, and he's got poison 1 now on him, so that will hit him on his next turn. And he hits me for 1 and poison 3. Oh, this is the end, George.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a quick game of dangerous darts for sure. Okay. I have to
That's why I don't like. I don't like to play this game.
So he hit me. Did I take my 3 off? I don't think I did. So yeah. There's no way I can win this because I've got.
No, because you're gonna die the next.
Yeah, even though I've stunned him.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh well. All right. So anyway, that's the way dangerous dice work. I usually dangerous darts rather. I obviously track HP here. I track poison here. Or if you're rolling defense, you can track defense. Whatever. That's a good reason to use these counters. In any event, we are going to, as George suggested, ignore this entire encounter and just draw a new encounter and reshuffle this one back into the deck. So it may come back again, but hopefully not for a while. So here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the viewers want to see some battles, right? And lots of dangerous dodge encounters.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. Go big or go home.
Whew. Oh, lots of loot, not enough training.
The only one.
Oh, So is day 20, so is day 6, 24 body points. So 20 points and 4 1-point bodies. Then we could even add 2 5-point bodies again, lots of loot. And yeah, I think we could definitely do that. I mean, I think I might have done it with 3 gear locks. You still get 2 5-point bodies, and now with 4. So we'll have, okay, because it's going to be a double body queue, we're going to have 5, 5, then 20, and then 1. So, and that's going to give us 2 loot per gear lock.
Right. You got 2 loot, 1 point, and 1 progress.
Yes. I mean, I would have liked to have a bit more training points, but, what can you do? Maybe the 2 loot is going to be really, really good.
That we can hope for. All right, so we're going with 2 5-point baddies and then
Yeah,
the points
yeah.
underneath. Okay, so then I'll clear that. I'll clear this, and I'll do a spawn 5,
yeah.
spawn 5, spawn 20,
20.
and spawn 1, 1, 1, 1.
Exactly.
Yeah. let me make sure I got 4 ones there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 20 and 2 5s. All right, set up. We're good to go. You want to go for 20?
No, because I know that the 20 is going to be one of the two dragons.
Right.
And I know exactly where it's going to be. So I would say let's go the 5 point.
Yeah.
Let's keep the Troll Enforcer. I don't mind those guys. And let's place the trap on 3 ranged.
Ranged because
there's
for the 20-pointer.
The 20-pointer buddy is gonna be there. It's gonna be one of the 2 dragons. So this is it's a little like because Gendricks doesn't have any beasts, and most of at the moment in the game, most of the 20-pointers are beasts. There's only 4 20-point buddies that we're gonna be facing this whole campaign. So it's gonna be the bookworm that we just faced. There's a golden golem, and there is the 2 dragons, the great worm, whatever it's called, and the bone dragon.
Well, this is where I just have to point out how great, not only your memory, but understanding and remembering what all the various baddies are, especially the higher point baddies and what their skills are, makes a huge difference in just knowing what to anticipate. So
yeah, it's like know your enemy.
For sure. All right, here we go. And of course there is the dragon.
And -2, that's amazing.
Wow, yeah, we've been getting that woven snare has been really rolling really well for us.
It's my favorite skill.
We've only had that 1x, that 1 bone, 1 time. And I guess we're all at 4 initiative. And again,
okay.
I'm going to just put everybody
Let's
down.
place them and let's think a little bit what's going to happen. Like, okay, so unfortunately we don't have anybody with 5 initiative. So he's going to go first and he's going to have flying. So he's going to attack somebody for 1 attack and weaken us, and then he's going to fly away.
2 of us.
Yes, 2 of us. So it's gonna hit like two weakest, so either Tink or Nugget, Tink and Nugget probably, because they have more healing options. Like Tink has his awkward herbs, and Nugget has her 2 bones Bagaplan to heal 2.
But if Tink gets weakened, does he still have enough dexterity to get a bot out?
That's a good point. We should be able to get a bot out, maybe not roll any attachments. So we'll have 2 dex, so 1 to increase and 1 to deploy.
And then get some auto damage at least, if we deploy.
Yeah. And I mean, because in theory we want Ghillie to be doing lots of damage, but alternatively, I'm just thinking. So next we want Ghillie to deploy his Wolverine, so that's gonna soak some hits next time, and we want to save the marked enemy probably for to hit the 20-point buddy later. Although at the moment I'm just thinking that maybe those troll enforcers are looking quite nasty because they'll be rolling 3 attack each. So we might want to kill one of them, and they've got thick skin. So disabling them might be nice. So they go after us, so we could just wait. Okay, the weaken is going to weaken the strongest. So Tantrum is going to have weaken 1, then 2 other gearlocks are going to have weaken 2. So which one do we not want to get weakened? I'm just thinking. Okay, I think we're going to. Is it his go now? Isn't it?
Sorry.
Whose go is? First of all, we're placing the gearlocks. Sorry, I'm just.
Correct.
Just getting ahead of myself. So
Right now,
Tantrum
Tantrum is taking that weaken unless we change something.
is gonna take the first the so that weekend, yeah, exactly. So who do you want to be focusing on? I would say let's put Tink on 4 melee, so we can call the bot just there, and just north of that. And let's put which one would we be focusing on? If we focus on the one on the left, so it's easier for us to get to the big guy, let's move Tantrum to 1 melee, and Nugget to 3 melee, so she can move 1 up and possibly attack. And let's put Ghillie 1 to the right.
Just so we can get his pet up here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Although now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it shouldn't be, because the trolls attack strongest. So so the one is going to attack the bot, and the other one is going to attack Tantrum. So I think that's the way we go. Let's play with this.
All right. So first up is the 20-pointer, who is down down to 1 attack die. If for those of you who didn't watch the first video, I double-clicked on his chip, and that allowed me to left-click here twice, and apply the attack mod from the nice roll we got from the woven snare. So he is therefore now rolling 1 attack and 2 defense, and so we are deciding to have him go against not Tink, but Ghillie and Nugget.
Tink and Nugget.
Oh, Tink and Nugget. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
wait a minute. Let me think.
Enough decks.
I'm now changing my mind. So if Ghillie is weakened to, then he can call his Wolverine and roll an attack, or even roll Brute Buster to move. Probably not worth doing that. Wolverine, because what attachments can we use on the bot at the moment if we have Tink based on his build die? So that's where it gets. So it's a firearm. We haven't got it disabled.
These two or these two?
Yeah.
Oh no! I take that back. No, I always get fooled by the rotation. We can't. We can only. Yeah, the only way we can get 2 is if we take the alternator and the firing arm.
Or the alternator and the air horn.
Yes.
Just thinking that maybe the air horn. Well, the firing arm will be best against the big guy, the flying. But the air horn will be better against the other one. So I'm thinking we go for the firing arm to start with, and then if needed we can use a bone just to swap it out for the air horn.
Yeah, let me just orient that for edification purposes. Okay, so who are we going to go against first, Nugget or Tink?
Let's go with Nugget, because we decided that Nugget is going to be definitely one of our targets.
So weaken and flight. So put a flight icon on the dragon. We put weaken 2 on Nugget, and Nugget gets hit for 1.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay.
And then the second one.
And now we're gonna
let's attack Ghillie.
Oh, attack Ghillie.
Yeah, I just changed my mind.
Okay.
I'm just thinking that at the moment I'm not gonna be able to attack with Ghillie. I won't be able to attack the boss with Ghillie, but I want to do that maybe next time. So Ghillie won't really be able to do much besides deploying his Wolverine anyway.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, he can attack somebody else, but okay. Let's go roll for Ghillie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2.
2.
Okay.
And
he's weakened too.
Correct. Thank you.
There's a lot of weakening going on this encounter.
Yeah. Okay, great. We got the reminder. I just got to pay attention to those messages. All right, Dragon Whelp up here in the corner, going after Tantrum. Oh, they're getting some good rolls here. That's a weakened 1 against Tantrum and 3 damage and 3 upticks on his rage die. Worse than you anticipated?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's still, I think we're still okay.
It's a shame this guy's flying because he didn't roll any defense. It would have been nice.
Well, we will be able to do some damage with the firearm and the axe collector.
Okay, Ghillie. Weakened 2, so I can get rid of this, and his dex is automatically reduced by 2 down to 2.
Yes, so we'll call the Wolverine, and we'll throw an attack die against the corner guy, the Wyvern. What's it called?
The Whelp?
Yeah, Dragon Whelp.
Okay.
The reason I'm attacking him is because the other guy is half the skin. Oh no!
Oh my God! This is like. I assume you want to hold on to him.
Yeah.
And
Let's reduce
one against his defense. Oh my God! We've got to see a turnaround here of some luck. Tink.
Okay. Right. So first thing we're going to do. So we got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's use increase.
The Spider Bot 2.
No, I'm actually thinking not to increase the battery, but okay. What's the? Yeah, we don't really need the alternator at the moment. What's the dice on the alternator? If you got, just thinking, is it better not to increase the battery and just roll the die?
I'm with you.
Yeah, probably yes.
Yeah, those are good odds.
Yeah, let's do that. So we deploy the bot.
You want the 3 or the 2?
The 2.
Okay, so he's going there, and then the firing arm goes.
And an alternator.
And the alternator goes on him, and
so we roll the Koga spanner. And the two attachments.
Okay, so we'll go with the firing arm. Who's that going to? I guess we can decide after the fact. Let me downtick his. So it's a shift left click to downtick his battery. And alternator. Oh.
Ooh.
Gives us 2 bones, and rolling the cog and spanner. Well, we got that.
Okay. So let's stun the guy that's sitting next to Tantrum.
This guy.
No, the other guy.
The Whelp?
Because no, there is on lane 1.
Oh, next to Tantrum. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It would help if I pay attention. Okay. Why him?
Because the other guy is going to attack the bot, and I don't want somebody to attack Tantrum or Nugget because they're both injured.
Gotcha.
I'd rather focus and kill him.
And what do you want to do with the 2 we got? And the 2 we got here, of course. So well, we're taking out the Whelp, I assume, with the auto. No.
We'll do 2 damage, and so he'll be at 1.
1 hit.
And we're gonna do 2 damage on the boss, the 20-point body, on with the firing arm.
So we can do that even though he's flying?
Yes, because the firing arm doesn't require a target.
Oh, that's the key.
And exactly, it fires, so it just it shoots. So even though the body's flying, you can still shoot at him.
Right, because the key is the flight effect die prevents him from being targeted. And being targeted means you're picking a target prior to rolling your attack dice.
Exactly, and there's some skills that can only be used against the target, and firearm can be used against any non-adjacent body, and same applies for axe collector, which we're gonna use very shortly. And now I'm just tempted. Well, we can do that later. I was tempted, like maybe next turn we use the get the air horn instead of the firearm, but maybe not yet. I think we'll do it fine. Let's move on to Nugget. So Nugget will move one up.
She has 2 left.
Actually, I'm tempted. No, let's move her back and just increase her dex to 3 again. So how about we, because the guy is stunned, we're going to roll Long Blade, Nugget's Dagger, and Tinker Bolo. And because we have the microneural implant, we can roll first and then decide who it applies to.
Right.
So it will be
right. Wow, you have such a, you're just remembering all the nuts and all the little bits. That's so important to keep all that stuff in mind. All right.
Okay, so we're not going to use the bolo because I don't think it's worth reducing anybody's movement at the moment. I'm just thinking, who do we want to do bleed and 1 damage? I'm thinking at the moment, because we can't target the 20-point body, let's just kill the 1-point body and put the dagger back. If we had more damage and on the bleed, then I might have targeted one of the orcs. But I know, I mean, at maximum, we just do a bleed, and that would be it. It would probably wouldn't be a good use of your attack.
So you're hoping for a Nugget, rolling the dagger with 2 or at least 1 hit.
Yeah, well, I wanted to. I would have the opportunity to see the result, or if I had an attack reduction on the bolo, I would probably use it on an orc.
Okay, moving on to Tantrum.
So we get 4 dice to roll. So first of all, let's use our body count.
And we also have the herbs, remember, too.
Yes, I'm considering that as well. I think the body count should be good enough for now. The 5 points would be sufficient. We're definitely going to use the axe collector to do 2 damage on the boss, the 20-point body. And let's.
I just have to say again, that's such an important distinction because the rules don't. For example, if for somebody who's new to the game or even not so new to the game, the rules don't just come out and say, oh, just because he's flying, you can actually hit him with stuff that doesn't require a target. You actually have to infer that from the rules. The rules don't never actually come out and clarify that. But it's a very good observation.
It's it's quite a good thing to have in mind. And I'm thinking now. Let's roll.
Remember, I'm going to bump him up to his 1.8 now.
I don't want to do that. I'm actually thinking to exhaust it for bones because there's no 1-point body at the moment that we want to execute.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We want to need the bones to upgrade the axe collector back to maximum.
Yeah.
So let's exhaust it for 3 bones.
When I play with Tantrum, I usually have his second rage die by now, so that's why I was thinking, oh, of course. But we don't. All right, so what are we rolling?
Can we exhaust before we attack? Let's exhaust it for the 3 bones because once we attack, we won't be able to do that. Because it will go to 1.8, and 1.8 doesn't have any bones.
Would have a choice.
Okay, so I'm thinking we don't need to disable the guy yet. We could. Thinking whether we should move one to the left, to the right. I was thinking to go against the other guy, but he's stunned. So let's move No, we want to free up the big guy for an attack. So let's roll Way of the Wild and 3 attack dice.
All right.
So move that back and do 3 damage on that orc.
Right, 3 are thick skin. 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So he skips his turn, and this is one of those permanent stuns, or is it? No, this we have to exhaust this.
Yes.
Right. It only applies for a turn. Yeah. Okay.
There's no permanent stance, otherwise it's just gonna be,
Yeah, that would be awfully powerful. Okay, the troll enforcer. This is the troll enforcer going after the spider bot.
Yep. Hopefully it doesn't one-shot us.
3 attack. Oh, all right. So he gets the taunt effect. Does 1 damage. Not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not at all.
Okay, round 2.
And we have a 1-point buddy coming up.
Oh,
Ooh, positioning is
here, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the 20-point buddy, who is about to die, is going to first attack Ghillie, and then he's going to attack the bot.
I'm going to take his flight die off now. And Ghillie first. And now, and the weakened skill 2. And now the bot. You can ignore this message about the flight. I just took the flight die off ahead of time, that's all. Okay. All right. Not bad. Ghillie.
So we get 2 dice, saying we use, let's roll the Wolverine and the marked enemy on the boss, because I might, let me just think though, wait a minute. If I use the marked enemy of the boss, who is going to roll attack dice against him? It's going to be Nugget, and Nugget has got sling stones. What's Nugget's attack at the moment? It's 3. Okay, so she'll be able to roll 3 attack, which will be doubled, plus the long blade and the dagger. So that looks good.
Nice plan.
Let's roll marked enemy on.
All right. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh god. Somebody has it in for us here. I assume we're definitely saving these dice.
Yeah, it's no point having bones at this point.
Oh my god, what a blown turn. Oh. So that stings. Because we didn't get anything out of that. Tink.
Well, now what we're going to do is... Oh, interesting. So we could roll 1, 2... Could move him there. I'm just thinking, what do I want to do now? I could, because we got the bones, right? So he's got thick skin. Ideally, we want to disable him with the air horn, but we can't really use the air horn at the moment.
Well, not without wasting all our bones.
No.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, so we could, well, I mean, the auto damage will take out 2 defense, then we'll be able to attack the boss for, okay, let's just roll, okay, move Tink to the left.
I'll move Tink to the left.
and roll 1 attack and 1 defense and the attachment.
And which the firing arm?
The firing arm, yeah, because the other one is on the backup plan.
Okay, so let's do that first.
Okay, let's add that bone and the defense. And what's backup plan 3?
Self-destruct. I don't think we want to use that.
What? Thinking, but he's gonna run out of battery anyway.
Oh, he is.
Okay. Well, we could use the one bone to add 1 battery, right? The one bone backup plan.
Well, basically 3 bones. We're gonna use all of these.
Oh. What if we use 2 bones?
Which? Oh, you mean these 2?
What does two bones say? The backup plan 2. So restart an orthogonal diagonal to the starting battery power. So we can use that to restore him back to from 0, which he would be back to 2.
And that way we get the die back.
Exactly.
All right.
And have battery.
So you want to do that?
Yeah.
And so he's back to 2.
So he's back to 2.
Shift right click. Okay.
Okay. So now we do 2 auto damage.
We still have the end, and we have the 1. So
the 1 goes on the boss, the 20-point buddy, to reduce his defense.
Right.
And the 2 auto damage goes to reduce the other guy's defense. Okay, now we move on to Nugget. Okay, now I think it's time. Well, really want to go all in on the boss, but it's unlikely we'll be able to kill him, unfortunately. We'll need 6 points, or including if we had the marked enemy, it would be okay. But now I say we do the following. Let's use 3 sling stones to roll 3 attack, the long blade, and Nugget's dagger. And with the microneural implant, we can decide if we change our mind not to attack the boss and attack somebody else. That's really key here.
Yeah, okay, right. Ooh.
Ooh. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without the bleed. I'm just thinking. Well, I'm thinking not to apply the dagger, just to keep it. So it will be 4, 5. So the boss would be on 1, and then we could just throw an axe with Tantrum and finish him off.
Oh, right. All right. So we're gonna save the dagger and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Okay. And now we're into Tantrum. You want to just use the axe right now?
Yes. Do it right now. No, it's 2 damage.
Oh, that's
no rolling.
Yeah, I'm mixing it up with the throwing axe.
Yeah. So the 20-point buddy is defeated, which is a good start. And now we have 5 dice to roll. And let's roll Horn of the Zerker, because we want another bone to reset Axe Collector. And let's roll 4 attack.
All right.
We're hoping for 3 damage.
And we got 4.
Yeah, okay, so Horn of the Zerker we don't want to apply because it wouldn't do anything at this point, because we are already at the top of the initiative meter. But we are defeating the orc.
The orc?
The troll.
Yeah.
Troll.
All right.
That's...
Okay. All right, things are
They all look the same to me.
And his body count goes up to 2 now.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. No rage die anymore. Moving on.
So let's attack Tink. He's good at the defense, so he's, unless he rolls a 6, like 3 twos, we should be okay. That's a lot. So he does 3, like on 1 on the defense and 3 damage. And then it's the little orc. It's orc, so the orc front against Nugget. So 1. Okay.
These guys are really racking up the defense points.
That's okay. We still have marked enemy to roll, and hopefully we manage to roll him at some point.
So both of these guys are coming out now. So first one. Okay.
Okay, so it's all melee enemies. So now let's roll 3 attack dice and the marked enemy, and we'll obviously target the 5-point buddy. Let's do as much damage as we can.
We're going after, where is he? This guy.
Yeah. We'll try to, if we kill him before he acts, we'll fine.
We can get marked enemy again.
That's, okay, so that removes his defense.
Yeah. Which is perfect timing for Tink and the bot.
Yes. So let's roll 1 attack, 1 defense with Tink, and the 2 attachments. First, let's reduce the battery. Let's remember. Yep.
So we've got 2 on the firing arm.
That's great. That's great.
Good. And pretty good.
Okay. So the total damage that we are doing on our target is 2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1 because of thick skin. He would take. I'm just thinking, like, thick skin works only once or twice. How does, if you hover on thick skin, what does it say?
I think
It's per turn, isn't
hover
it?
over the definition. I think it's total damage.
This turn. Yeah, so I told the first number that this unit would take this turn, and because Tink and the bot share the same turn, unlike Ghillie and his companions, so you add the 4 and then subtract 1, so it will be 3. So that's okay. So now
So let's clarify that. You're saying
Yes.
the bot and Tink are effectively taking 1 turn, while Ghillie and his companion are effectively taking 2 different turns.
Yes.
That's an important distinction as well.
Yes. So for Hardy, for example, if you have an enemy with Hardy, the companion can do damage, and then Ghillie can do damage. Whereas with Tink, it's gonna be both of them on the same turn, so they can't do 2 damage on a Hardy enemy, but they can target the same enemy if they've got thick skin.
Okay.
So we've done the attack and defense and the auto damage. Now we'll do the firearm and the alternator. So the 2, let's do the 2 damage against the raiding enemy. No, not that one. The other one.
This guy.
Yeah.
1, 2.
So we can try to kill him with Nugget, and let's we heal him for 1 and increase his battery by 3.
Okay.
So Nugget. So she's got 5 dice. So let's roll the Nugget's dagger. Let's roll 5 dice against the enemy that's adjacent to her.
All right. The work grunt.
So we kill him without using the dagger. and we can take that back and take the bone, which we can immediately use for Slingstone. Because we're getting low on those. It's a good thing that we have them saved up. So now, so let's roll those 4 dice plus Horn of the Zerg.
I just have to ask you, George,
Yeah.
Does it help you that you're only watching and not having to move pieces around the board?
Massively, it helps me massively because you know, especially when I'm playing on the physical copy, you know, I'm used to playing that. When I played on Tabletop Simulator, it was a bit harder. On your program, the first few times I had to play was a little bit, because you have to think, okay, do I right click, do I shift right click, do I read, hover and just see. If now that you're playing for me, I can sit back and just think about the strategy, so I can like use 100% of my CPU on the tactics.
Yeah, and you have a nice Core
But
i9
I'm sure,
CPU
like for example, for you, in your case, that you know the program is set out and you know the controls. I mean, once you figure out the controls, it's like, for example, I played other games on Table Simulator, so that I had the controls like in my subconscious. I didn't have to think about the controls. And I think by now, after playing lots of games on your program, I'm more comfortable as well with it.
There's no question that all the clicking and the control clicking and the right and the left, it can get a little confusing at times, but it does come easily.
When you're playing with 4 gear locks, right? So it's
and that too, that doesn't help either, right?
Huh. Well, at least we'll be able to get our access back. So
we got 1 damage. We're gonna keep this die.
So we had 3 bones. We had another 3 bones. So the way it would work, I think, we'll use the 3 bones to
then get the 1 extra.
Yes. So
you want to use the 4 bones.
4 bones, and we'll have 2 extra.
Now, can you do that?
In theory, yeah, because you can use your backup plan at any time. So you could
even between adding the bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my interpretation, and there's no reason why, kind of like you can't use the backup plan, like put 1 on, use it, and then put the other 2.
All right. So we did have 3, and now we have 6. So we're going to get 2 net after this. All right.
The control is that you cannot use backup plan more than once per turn, and as long as we remember that, I think everything else is legal in using the backup plan. And now we can use Axe Collector. I'm thinking to do a damage on that troll, not that one, the other one. Yeah, because he's not adjacent. Just to make it easy to make sure we're gonna kill him. I think now we're doing well, and we got enough bones to probably max out the Axe Collector again. Because if we've got 2 more bones,
right.
I just I'm quite keen to kill that troll next round. Otherwise, he might defeat the bot or Tink, and we might have a little bit of trouble. Although now I think we got the counter under control.
Okay, a bot will live to see another day. So taunt on him. And 2 against him. Okay. Tantrum.
So hopefully he hit himself. No, not this time. And then somebody's gonna go and attack Nugget.
Could he?
We'll go for the strongest, so it will have to be Nugget.
To go after Nugget. Yeah, we don't have a choice. Defense. Round 4.
Okay, I'm just thinking, should we not just thinking if I should just attack. Yeah, I think we should attack that troll, shouldn't we? The big troll. Just sort of like, let's roll 3 plus the marked enemy. Not against this one. No. That one rolls only 1 attack. That one rolls 3 attack. So if we kill him, even though he's
they're all right. Okay.
I just want to make sure. So roll marked enemy. See, if I had another dexterity, it would be really good because I would be able to use multi-arrow as well. But next time. Well, are you trying to?
No, I'm just checking I just wanted to check. This does not have to go on the target. This can go on any guy. The marked enemy.
You're right. Is that not? Can you hover on it? What does it say? Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, okay. So if we kill the troll or we do lots of damage to him, we can use the marked enemy or somebody else.
Right.
Ah, yeah. That's actually a very good reminder. Just forgot of that.
And we finally got it. Okay,
so what we're gonna do is do the 2 damage on him to remove his attack, but because he's gonna be dead from the auto damage, let's put the damage times 2 on the one on the left. Yes, and that's the backup plan. If you have it, you did that.
I did that.
Perfect. Yeah. So now. Reduce the bots. Well, I mean, it's going to give you a reminder. So let's roll. Let's roll an attack. Let's re-roll the defense. We're just trying to get some bones, and remember to exhaust the defense. Yeah, and then we'll roll the 2 attachments.
I did his battery already.
Yep. That's a lot. We might even get 2 net plus 1 if we're lucky. So the auto damage will kill that troll. Then we'll be able to do another 2 damage to the guy on the left to reduce his defense.
All right. Wow. Very
That's
good turn.
it.
Looks like we got this in the bag.
Yeah. So now let's roll 1 defense. Let's try to get some bones. Yeah, that's it.
So he's definitely dead.
Yep. And fortunately, we didn't get any bones for sling stones. And let's roll. Let's roll defense.
You want to stall around before we have him take him out?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, at this point, let's roll a defense, and let's try to get some bones. I think we'll do 1 more round, given it's round 4, and then it's gonna. I don't want to go into fatigue rounds.
Fatigue. So apply 1 damage, and we get 2 damage, and we'll apply the backup, the bone.
And the bone.
And I'll probably exhaust that later. But,
yep. So he will attack us. If he doesn't, if he rolls a bone, he will commit suicide and stop us from getting any nice. Here.
That's unfortunate.
It's like you're not gonna catch me alive.
Oh well. All right, but we got our loot and so we get our progress. 2 loot for everybody and a training point for everybody.
Let's show the loot first.
Okay. So we got. Oh, there's your buckler.
Yay! And now we're gonna get the good. I was afraid we're gonna get the 2 heavy loot at the same time. We're gonna have to.
But, well, that's a
get
good
rid of one
point.
of them.
If you, because you can't you don't have enough, you can't trade it away right away.
Not right
Right, 'cause
away.
you got to
Yeah,
wait
it's a
for the
bit of
recovery phase. Yeah, that would
yeah.
be sad if that happened. All right.
But I like the bachelor.
Okay. Selfie seeds and a gem.
Let's go for mixed berries.
Oh, now technically speaking, when you draw, so she's getting two. Oh, but I guess she can, because they're independent. She can actually draw two for each one.
Yeah, let's do it like that.
Another mixed berries and a fortune.
And let's get a fortune discovery.
Okay, finally Tantrum. Neck pick and a throwing axe.
Ah, okay. So let's think now of training points. Let's go on Ghillie. He's not going to keep the reinforced, but definitely dexterity, right? We had a bit of a struggle this round with dexterity. If we do anything else, we won't really be able to use it. So Tink, I think he needs a dexterity as well. So like when we were weakened, we were really struggling because we were at the limits of a dexterity. So Nugget.
Is there one particular type of baddie that has a lot of weaken?
I think we fought them. I think those dragons.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody else at the moment that's going to weaken us. But I like to have the dexterity so I can move around and roll lots of dice when I need them.
Okay. Okay, so moving on to Nugget.
She's got dexterity. Could go with tumble. Yeah, let's go with tumble.
So I have not used tumble. Tell me a little bit about tumble. This is like a this is a initiative effect. Okay.
It's good if she rolls a low initiative. She can potentially go twice. Because she like go and then next round is just gonna go on the top of the initiative usually. Also has good bones. Like if it fails, it's gonna give you 2 bones, so it can let you do some interesting things. With Tantrum, if I had 2 training points, I would get second rage and anger management. But I'm just thinking, should I just roll an attack to see what happens? Well, I'm gonna use, if I have 5 attack, I'm not gonna be using the 5 attack with 5 dexterity. Probably won't use it that much because when I want to use my skills.
And he does have the red minotaur for what it's worth. But yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to get the second rage, and then we'll you know, like in this fight, we could have used it. And we can get rage management later.
How often do you go to the tier 3 die?
I've never done so.
Really?
Yeah, but by the time you get there, I mean, the 20-point buddies, you really want to kill the first or second round. And it's very unlikely that you manage to build up rage to execute and even if you do it, by the time you do it, he'll be dead or almost dead.
Yeah. And as long as long as your body count is high, you're well. Actually, no, wait. That's right. On the what does the rage give you other than is that the health one?
I think it gives you extra attack. So the second one gives you.
Oh, right. The second one gives you health. This one gives you attack. Right.
Which is not bad. I just find the other options better. It's not very reliable like the third rage. I mean, second rage with anger management can be okay. On its own, again, it's it's a little bit harder to get to.
So you want the rage?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about who's getting what loot.
Yes. Okay. Let's go. So the reinforced buckler is probably gonna have to go to. Is gonna go to Tantrum. So I'm thinking like Ghillie. Will he need the defense? I mean, Ghillie won't really need the defense that much, unless it's somebody that attacks low. I mean, we could, in theory, give it to Tink, so we could roll more defense dice to get more bones. Um, who would you give it to at this point?
If it were me, I
Yeah.
probably would have given it to Tantrum.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. But first we need to give Tantrum's loot to somebody else.
Well, we don't
Otherwise, the
have to
problem.
do it first. I mean,
Uh-huh.
because you can consider, as far as I'm concerned, you can consider exchanging loot to be simultaneous. So even
Agree. So would the program give you an issue if you give the
no,
buckler not
it'll just
Tantrum?
give you a warning. That's all.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now we should do something about Tantrum.
I think we give the good herbs to. Let's give them to maybe Ghillie. And let's give the rusty optics to. No, well, let's give the make pick to Tink. He's got our lock picking stuff. Oh,
I'm gonna just do something.
here the self.
Tantrums to
Yeah,
both of these guys have to.
yeah. We'll sort it out. The throwing axe.
Okay, I'm
Let's give.
sorry. I'm throwing. You want to stick with Tantrum for the moment?
Yeah. So let's give the throwing axe to. Thinking who might we. Let's give the throwing axe to Nugget.
I think I didn't do a calculation, but we're going to end up having to discard some, I think.
If we do, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So Nugget, let's give utility parts. Let's give the utility parts to Ghillie, and we're gonna use the fortune discovery actually.
Right.
So
Oh, that helps.
let's. What do we want to use that for? I mean, I never actually figure out exactly how the gem decoy is meant to work. Whether you use it at the start of the fight or during your turn,
Yeah. No, I think you could do it. You could use it any time.
at any time.
Yeah.
Hmm. What other alternatives do we have? I mean, yeah, that could be okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the gem.
Actually, I've never had not that I remember ever having a good opportunity to use the gem decoy because you know the battle mat is so tight as it is. It's got to really be a situational type of arrangement to get some value out of it. If you know what I mean.
So maybe give it to Ghillie and give him the mech leg.
I think that's a better plan.
Because that might be quite useful. So what else have we got? Tink. So let's give the Zelfie seeds to Ghillie.
I'm sorry. Give the what?
The Zelfie seeds.
Oh.
And we'll have to use the Tawaran gem to get a trove loot.
Are we good?
I think we're
Oh,
good.
we are good. Yeah, with getting rid of that fortune of discovery, that just balanced out.
Yeah.
All right, and
Nugget's got some capacity.
wait, who had the Tuarn gem?
Tink.
Oh, with the mech pick. It's just as good, so we'll get rid of that and draw trove loot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we can unlock it straight away.
Right. And let me just remind viewers what the mech pick does in case we need it. I like them in handy for the, but with 4 gear locks, I would think we're going to open it with.
Yeah.
I suspect we're going to be able to pull this off. Let's go. This is the first gear lock.
Reroll. Actually, we can reroll all of them, because if the first attempt fails, we can roll a second one.
True.
You know,
but you can, you know, if it were, I interpret that as meaning you could still get the benefit of the intuition die. And
yeah, we could try it. Let's try the intuition die. Okay, fine. So we can use the first one, and now roll for the second. Let's reroll. Reroll.
And we got
okay.
It. And we save it.
Save it, and now we roll the 2 dice. All 3. That's not enough, but we can go to the next gear lock and try again with all dice.
And we're going to assume that Tink is going to be the last guy to go in case we decide we want to use the mech pick.
Yeah.
So this is going to be Nugget, say. We got 4 force, not quite enough. Now she gets.
We can reroll the whole thing.
I think we can, because it's her turn. You get that benefit per gear lock.
Yes, yes. So we can do the whole thing again. So the second gear lock gets to roll all the dice. Was more like gets a second attempt.
Right. But unfortunately, she blew it.
We could reroll.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. So hold.
No.
Not.
So now going to the third gear lock. First attempt.
This will be Tantrum.
Yes. And the second attempt.
All right. Only 4 force.
No.
So now we're down to Tink.
So what does Prime Arrow say?
Oh yeah.
We could just do it now. Oh, and I said during your lockpick attempt.
We do it. You use it. I don't think we can use it on this roll technically.
No, we can do it on Tink's roll.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So if we roll 3 4s, we can make it a 5.
This is now Tink's roll. So we might as well.
Let's roll the last one.
2 4 3 force, and the prying iron does it.
Let's use it. Use one of its uses.
Okay. And
So we're probably gonna have to discard it anyway. Like next, reflex powder tin. Reroll any one die this turn. Oh, that's
not great.
That's really good, especially for Ghillie. I think. Let's give this to Ghillie. Because Ghillie has some dice that really want to hit early on, like Bad Enemy and the Wolverine. And when they don't hit, and we can give the Rusty Optics to Nugget. To Tink, sorry. The reason why I want to give the Rusty Optics to Tink is that Tink has good initiative, but sometimes he rolls lower initiative. Whereas Nugget has another option to his. Nugget now has Tumble.
She has that die, yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a very high initiative, Rusty Optics don't really help because you go from being on the top to being on the top. But where you are below some of the enemies and you can go ahead of some of the enemies, that makes a difference.
All right. Do we want to? We're gonna rest for
Restore,
all the
yeah.
Or do we want to use some of their loot to and then get the benefit of scouting?
That's a good point. At this point, I'm not sure. Is there anybody we can just give the 1 or got herbs, so that it's like 1 away from being max? His Tantrum is no, he's 2 away.
Close. He's 2 away.
No, I think just restore health for now.
Okay, so everybody's rested. We're
Yep.
moving on to, we got our progress, and we're moving on to day 7.
Yes. It's a mud encounter.
You've seen this several times?
I've seen this, yeah.
Oh, this is the, limited to, restricted to lane 1. I've done this one.
Yeah, but we're not going for that one, obviously. We're going for Lex Exfoliate to get the extra training point.
Training point, yeah.
And good thing that we increased our dex, because we're gonna need that. So now we have to debuff oral dex per 1, and we can't move very much, but luckily our gear locks don't need to move much. So we have a 50 chance to not be able to move, but we have options even if we can't move. So it's not as bad as it could be. So we'll be on 28 body points.
So before you move, you have to roll a d6, and on 1 to 3, you can't move.
Yes.
Okay, you'll remember that?
Yes.
All right. So 28, and we're not using camo, so we're just plunging ahead. Ready?
Yep. Nice. And let's go the 5-point body, because I know exactly what the 20-point body is going to be. And it's the column. It's not going to. We're not going to be able to move much. It's going to appear at the top. It's going to appear at lane 1. We'll be able to hit him with the bolt. I'm just thinking whether we should cycle him.
Why do you say he's going to appear in lane 1?
Sorry, lane 2. I'm mistaken. Let's keep him. I think if we keep him now, we should be able to deal with him. And place the trap on 1 ranged, where the Bone Dragon will appear.
Yeah, so I just need a little reminder here. Oh, okay, you just happen to know it's a Bone Dragon. Wow, you're so good. Okay, here we go.
Is the viewers are gonna think that we kind of like cheat by playing and then resetting the
like
the
I
game.
said, we're dealing with a master, even though you declined to admit that you are
one. Very good.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, first let's remember to debuff that dragon. So it's gonna roll 2, and does he attack all 2 or 3? He attacks 2 weakest. Okay. So we have Ghillie actually on a low initiative, which is a little bit unfortunate. The good thing is that the Engulf guy is gonna go first, and we want to trick him to attack the column, so his die breaks. So we have to move somebody, not Tantrum, into lane 2. And that one could be Tink, I think. Yes. Okay, now we'll move Tantrum to lane to lane 1. I'm thinking I might change my mind, by the way. I'm just thinking what's the best way to get, because at the moment we want to focus on the golem and maybe disable him, but we might not be able to move. So maybe move Tantrum to lane 3, and the Nugget in lane 1. I'm just thinking. Nugget can attack at range. Tantrum can throw axes and he can attack that guy. Tink will be able to place the bot. My main concern is what if we won't be able to retreat with Tink, and if we can't retreat, then we might get keep getting hits by the golem, and want to avoid that if possible, because it has a high attack.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I'm just thinking whether it's best to start with Tantrum on. Well, we'll be able to disable with the bot, hopefully. We'll
And
disable
somebody
that.
has a disable skill as well. Which one has the disable skill?
Tantrum.
Okay. Well, which is why you wanted to consider moving him over here.
Yeah, but then won't be able to do that trick with engulf, which is I think
Right.
it's quite good. So if we move Nugget to lane
Wait a minute. Why
1.
wouldn't we get the trick with the engulf?
Hmm?
Why, if we move Tantrum over here, why wouldn't the...
Because he's not weakest.
Oh, yeah. Right. Man, you're good. Okay.
So let's move Nugget in lane 1 and
Melee, I assume.
Ghillie lane 4. Let's say doesn't really matter. I mean, if we pull the Wolverine, it's just going to be mostly for cannon fodder at this point.
Yes. All right.
So let's start.
So we're going
So
after
attacks Tink.
Tink.
Yeah. Good.
Okay,
so 1, then 1, and then break.
Right.
So he's out of the game.
Yeah. Wow. So nice.
Now we do the following. So we got 4 dexterity now because it's -1. So we can 1, 2, 3, 4. So we won't be able to. I'm just thinking, should we try to stun compared to just using
The disable?
well, I'm thinking we need the disable and the firearm to avoid breaking. Although stunning would be better at this point. Yeah, okay. So let's deploy. Let's increase battery of the bot and deploy the bot. Yeah.
And you're only so you're saving Spider-Bot 3 for the big battle?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's. I think we're in trouble, but I think we're not in trouble at the moment.
Okay.
I think we got things under control.
Where do you want to put him? Over here?
On lane 4.
Okay. And you're giving him the air horn.
And the firearm. So I'm definitely will be rolling the firearm, but the question is, should I roll disable or should I roll stun? And I think I'm gonna roll stun. If I can stun the golem now, that's gonna be amazing. If I don't, then we're on backup, like damage control, and we are.
And
Okay.
That's a red, so we have to add that.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
And let's roll the firearm.
Check. And we're applying the 2 to which?
Did you roll the firearm? It was 2.
Yeah, I did.
So we're applying the 2 to the 20-point body, so it would be 1 because it's hardy. And then 2 on the golem from the auto damage.
Right.
And let's use Ogot Herbs to heal Tink for 1. So he's no longer weakest. Adjacent to... so we want the bot to be targeted.
Very nice. I could just see you in your Barca lounger just directing all the attacks, all the defense, all the You're like the general in battle. All right,
Okay.
Tantrum.
Let's think. A good thing is we get the free. So what I like to do with the reinforced buckler is to remind myself. I just add one dexterity and add one defense as a buff.
The program actually handles it.
Oh, it does. It
the
does. It does
reinforced
it
buckler.
automatically.
Yeah.
Good. So what do we want to roll? Um, uh, let's roll the 4 attack and the 1 defense. I'm just thinking, what else could we do? We could roll like a kobold, but we're not going to be attacked by anybody, are we? We're just going to be attacked by that careless guy. We don't want to cripple him because he's just rolling 1 defense,
Right.
1 attack. We could roll the Horn of the Zerker, alternatively, just to get a bone and potentially stun all enemies.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. That's a nice effect.
But I think let's roll the 4 attack. I mean, we can kill him straight away. He'll be good.
Okay. Oh, 1 short.
Add the defense, increase, yep, and do the 3 damage. He's probably going to kill himself. And then use Axe Collector once against the dragon.
Okay.
Okay, now let's roll the d6 to see if we can move.
No.
So what is 1 and 3 we cannot move?
Correct.
Is that what it says? Yeah. Okay, so we can move. That's not that bad. So let's roll Longblade, Nugget, Dagger, and Tinkerbolo. All against the golem, and we have another die, right? So let's roll dash as well. Dash.
Yeah, does but dash isn't going to let us move and violate the rule, right?
No, it wouldn't. Let's roll defense. I was thinking just to save it for later turns, but I think you're. I'll probably you.
What do you want to use a sling stone?
No, because I don't want to break.
Oh.
So I'm attacking the golem.
Right. Okay. So defense.
So we do the golem.
2 and the bleed.
The golem.
Oh.
Golem.
Oh, sorry.
This guy, I don't want to kill him. I mean, he's just going to stay there and do nothing.
Not rolling anything. Yeah.
And a bleed. And I'm actually thinking not to apply the -2 because I should be able to kill him with Ghillie.
Okay. And we get the defense.
And now let's do throwing axe against the dragon. Throwing axe. The loot.
Oh, right.
So the trick is that because it's hardy, we don't want to focus on him, but we want to be doing one point of damage per round, and then killing everybody else at the same time. That's the secret with hardy enemies that you can't disable. That's similar with Gendricks. That's how we're going to handle Gendricks. We'll try to use those little 1 point damage like Axe Collector.
Just keep chipping away.
Yeah, the Fire and Arm, multi-arrow.
All right, so this is for the throwing axe.
Yes.
Didn't get it.
Oh. Should we use the second one?
Sure.
Should we use it again? Let's use it again. I mean, we're gonna get more loot anyway.
Okay, we got 1. against
Yeah.
the golem.
No, against the dragon. The bone dragon.
I can't keep up with you. Yeah, this guy's just going to bleed to death. All right.
So now the two weakest is going to be the bot. And let's do the bot first. Three. Not very good. And let's do... Does Nugget have a defense?
I think she does, yeah.
Let's attack Nugget.
Okay.
And now with Ghillie, let's roll. Just thinking, should we roll the Wolverine? But yeah. Okay, no, I think we're gonna have to break one of our dice, unfortunately. So let's roll 2 attack. The Wolverine and multi-arrow.
And why you want to go ahead and break some attack dice?
Because I want the golem dead now, so that he doesn't kill the bot straight away.
Okay, but
He's gonna take 1 blade, so I want to do 1 damage to him.
But you want to save marked enemy.
Yeah. At this point, marked enemy is not gonna make a difference because we can't really use it against anybody that matters. So if we do 1 single damage to the golem, he's gonna die with bleed before he can attack. The dragon cannot. The one dragon is hardy. The other guy has only 1 life, and the other guy cannot attack.
So even if we get the double 1, we're only going to use 1 attack die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to use the multi-arrow against. Oh. So we can't even use some. Okay, so
we're just applying one attack.
1, break one die, and deploy the Wolverine. And in lane 4, I mean, I just put in so they can soak some damage from, from the enemies. And now he's gonna kill himself.
Okay, so he's dead. And
so now we are on to that troll, young one.
Okay.
So what happens? We need to click on. That's not the right.
Or did he? Where was he in?
He was in lane 2.
No, but the guy who just killed himself. Where was he?
He was.
He was just bottom of the meter.
No, he was just above.
Oh, so it is this guy's turn.
Yes, but he wouldn't have 3 attack and 2 defense. So that's the other guy dies. Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, that's better.
Just need to click. So all we need is 1 bone, and he will be careless and commit suicide. Well, let's give us some rage. 1 damage. So we might execute him.
Okay, now round 2.
Round 2. This was just a round. This is so long. We need to place that 1 point buddy.
Yeah.
It's just a message. Good. Nothing too bad. So he can't attack.
Oh, right.
So now, let's remember to exhaust the build die, by the way, now that I remembered. So now we got 4 decks. So we rolled the 2 attachments, and we're going to roll the attack and defense with Tink.
Put the attachments first. That's 2. Let's do the battery. Nice.
So let's disable that troll so his thick skin doesn't work. That's all.
This guy.
Yep.
All right, and
We'll yep. Roll those dice. Okay. So put the defense up. So what we do now is we have 1 damage on him because his disabled thick skin doesn't work, and then 2 auto damage kills him completely.
Very, very nice. And we technically should get that back.
Yes.
Okay.
And the firearm will do 1 damage on the dragon, the bone dragon, chipping away. Now I'm thinking we use the backup plan to exhaust the disable and use the alternator.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, because we need some battery power.
Battery power, yeah. All right. Okay.
So,
We need 3.
3 plus the free defense. So let's roll that as well.
Okay. But I was saying we need actually 3 attack to kill this guy.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we can probably execute him as well, eventually. That's 3. So it gives us, yep, 1. And the defense, advanced body count.
Right.
Let's add, did you add you added the power plan, right?
Yes.
You did. Let's use Axe Collector.
Axe Collector. Right.
We do 1 damage on the dragon. And now we exhaust the rage die. We get 4 bones. Get 3 more bones. And we use the 4 bones to move Max out Axe Collector. So slowly we're getting there, I think.
I assume we're rolling a d6?
Yeah, let's try that.
Oops, wrong. Try that one. There we go.
Okay. So your text would be 4. I don't know why it says 3.
Because I rolled the die.
Okay, let's move it back to 4. So move her 1 up. So she's adjacent, although that wouldn't really make it that much of a difference because we only... Oh, well, it will make a difference. Well, not really, because we're not going to roll any attack. We're going to roll long blade, tinger bollow, and defense, I think.
Okay, so
great.
He's
So
more or less disabled.
Yep.
And we got 1.
And let's get back a plan and get a sling stone. The problem with the dragon is that he's gonna, when we kill him, he's gonna come back and roll like 6 attack dice. He's gonna kill the bot,
he's the
and that's why
guy.
I want the bot and the Wolverine alive, because they're gonna take the hits.
Thinking ahead. All right.
He does nothing.
Yep.
So let's just roll. Let's roll. Oh, we got a broken die. Yeah, let's roll 2 attack, the multi arrow, and no, like should we roll?
Are we keeping
marked enemy?
Are we keeping the Wolverine in play? I assume we are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it needs a dexterity. Yeah, we are. So we just roll 2 attack and the multi arrow. And against the dragon. I'm just wishing for bones at this point. Yeah, so we do 1 damage and put the multi arrow back. I don't want to kill the other guy yet.
You mean the multi arrow?
Yeah.
All right.
So 3rd round. So first enemy can't do anything.
Right.
Sting.
This is just like mopping up. Except for this guy coming back to life.
Yeah, so now we roll we can't roll defense because it's already there. Do we want to try to move? Not really. Let's re-roll the defense and roll the 2 attachments.
And 2 attachments. So attack, defense, 2 attachments.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll get some better. Well, yeah. And we got it. All right, so I'm going to give him his 3 and his health right now. And let me roll these dice. Oh.
So ignore remove the attack, just the defense.
And we get our 2 against this guy. You want to do it?
And I'm asking myself, should I use them because I'm thinking to kill him with Nugget, so we get more bones.
He doesn't come back to life until the next round, though, right?
The start of the round, yeah.
Yeah. So
because if we kill him, we won't be able to attack him with Tantrum or Nugget. So I'm going to try to move up with Tantrum and attack, roll dice to get more bones.
Okay.
So let's roll the d6 to see if we can move.
Nope.
No. So the only thing we can do is roll the Horn of the Zerker, like a Kobold, and re-roll roll a defense and another defense from the buckler. So like swaps his defense.
No, we don't have to.
Well, because we're rolling the defense, right? So we can't roll the normal defense if we already have a defense.
But this was a buckler defense.
I don't think it matters. I mean, it's not, you can roll the reinforced buckler no matter what, but when you roll your normal defense, it doesn't matter if the defense in your active slot went there because of the buckler or not. That's
really?
sort of the way it works. Yeah.
Because that would seem to.
What the buckler says, you get a free defense every round, no matter what. It's not restricted by anything, but your normal defense is restricted.
No, I understand that, but why can't you? I mean, because we did get this defense from the buckler.
That doesn't. I mean, once the dice on your active slot, it's. You can ask Josh, I guess, and
Josh. I did ask Josh about that, remember, and he said, yeah, the buckler can keep rolling that defense regardless.
Exactly, but your active defense cannot be rolled if you have an active defense, regardless of how it got there. Because otherwise,
it's a minor point. It is a minor point.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna have to remember, oh, that dice came from the buckler, and that is not. And now, let's say now we're rolling 2 defense dice. Then you have to know, this dice from the buckler, and this one isn't. So you see where I'm getting to.
Yeah, I do.
It wouldn't really work like that.
This way, somebody can't accuse you of being partial to the gear locks.
Yeah, it's more like a game that it would be bad designed for a game to have to remember the 2 identical tokens. This one is this and this one is that. Like most modern games, like if it looks the same, it's treated the same.
You know me, I would have taken the advantage, but I understand where you're coming from.
We don't need it at this point anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
going for bones. You know.
Again, we didn't get bones.
So we get both the defense, and we're not going to use anything else because it's pointless. Just going to move it back.
All right, but we'll get to keep the 2 defense on the next.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, so we're not moving her. Just do you want to even take the guy?
I want
take the
to
guy
roll
out?
3 attack and no, 2 attack, a defense, and the long blade. So this ensures that I kill him while maximizing my chances to get bones, which is what I want.
Yeah,
So good, one bone.
And
One defense. I get a sling stone, and let's kill the guy.
okay, let's get that. Then he comes back to life.
Yep, perfect.
Top of the next round.
So now we got 2 attacks. So let's roll the 2 attack and the marked enemy on the last guy we have.
Oh, you really don't want to save that for the undead guy?
Well, he's going to be hardy anyway, isn't he?
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Okay.
And he's going to come back on 2 health. So we just need to hit him twice. The problem is he's going to kill the bot and hit the Wolverine, and then we're going to have 4 gear locks hitting him and killing him.
Yeah. So even if a couple get knocked out, it won't matter. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we won't have taken any damage. So he's dead. We don't even have to use marked enemy.
Okay, coming back.
Here we go. Yes.
Okay.
So he attacks the 2 weakest, which is the bot and the Wolverine.
The Wolverine, so they'll just take it all. So
Yep.
I don't think it matters. Well, actually, let's say the Wolverine first in case we get the attachments.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Wolverine takes it.
Takes 1.
Oh,
he's hardy.
He's hardy. He's hardy.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
He's gonna survive.
Oh man.
Bye, bot.
Nice knowing you. Oh, but he's still. No, he's destroyed. Totally destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do with Tink is deploy the other bot.
Aha! Right. The baby bot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deploy it, move it, because it's not a gear lock, we can move it, right? Does it say? I mean, I'm guessing companions and bots can.
Yeah. I think that
each gear lock.
Before you move, you must. I'm going to assume.
Let's roll the d6 just to be fair.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna win anyway.
This is for the bot. Okay, so the bot does get to move.
And does a single point auto damage.
Alright.
So let's roll the dice for Tantrum and see if we can do the finishing move.
Does the body count? No.
Nope.
But we could come back another round and.
I don't want him to. Oh yeah, he will kill the bot.
He'll kill the. He'll hit the Wolverine, and we can have him hit somebody else, and maybe.
It would be the Wolverine and the bot, which is weakest.
Oh right. The bot.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So Nugget, let's accumulate some bones.
Okay, so
3 attack. Let's reroll the defense. And Tumble has 2 bones, right? So let's roll 2 attack, defense, and Tumble. And we're trying for bones on the Tumble, really.
Tumble, because it has how many sides?
I think it's got
2 sides of
2 times 2 bones. See, I never can roll bones when I need them.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Yeah. I'll leave it there for now. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Okay, Ghillie.
Yep. So Ghillie, what can we do to get bones? So we roll 2 attack, and which one has more bones? Is it a multi-arrow or marked enemy? There's 1 and 2. Let's roll marked enemy. It's fun that we're rolling marked enemy for bones. We're so good at this.
If we get the bones. No bones.
Nope. So let's do one more round.
Okay.
So let's roll the dice against the bot. I mean, the Wolverine is just going to take 1.
Right. Unless he rolls all bones.
He's not going to roll all bones.
Alright.
gone. Tink is not doing anything. Is not gonna bother. And Tantrum, let's roll the d6. See if we're gonna get a body count.
Okay. Oh no,
Nope.
we didn't.
No, and I think we're just gonna get it with Nugget. So let's roll 3 attack and no 2 attack and defense and tumble. Not the long blade.
Right.
And I think we're just gonna finish him off here with the bones that we get.
Got 3. So we got a sling stone out of it.
Yep. And finish off the dragon.
Whoa.
That was intense.
But we were never really in any serious danger.
That's how I like it.
Man, you're good. Okay, so we get...
We took a single point of damage on Tantrum.
On Tantrum...
He was the only person that could hit.
Oh, yeah. Wow. The bot and Wolverine took all the bots and the Wolverine took all the damage.
Exactly. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
This time the Wolverine wasn't shy.
Okay.
So we get loot for each and a training point.
2 training points.
2 training points, correct.
Okay, so Ghillie, and this is mostly going to be to see, because everybody's maxed out, I think, on loot. So most.
Yeah, we're just going to discard some of
the
the stuff we don't want.
So that last battle stew.
I think we discard maybe the awkward herbs because it's got only 1 use. We'll be able to use the last battle stew kind of like to heal Tantrum to scout an extra person. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's the one with 7. Okay, so Tink. Stone hammer, we don't really need.
Let's get rid of the prior.
Oh yeah.
I think the stone hammer is better, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it adds 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, skinning knife is my favorite. You know, it's my favorite. It's my favorite lit. Oh, we'll be able to surprise that golem.
Mhm. Yeah.
So good. And then then we'll be able to surprise Gendricks.
So we're definitely keeping it.
Yes, definitely. And we're gonna immediately we're gonna use it to place that golem on it. So the way it works, you're gonna choose an enemy you just fought, and enemies of that type in the next battle will be surprised. So your most recent battle was this one we just fought, and we can place, say, the stone golem.
And he is what type? He is
Bog.
Bog. Okay, right.
The reason I'm doing that is because I know I'm gonna be facing the golden golem, and the golden golem has 5 initiative, and I really want to go before he does.
Wow. You probably have all these notes written on your arm, right?
Yeah, it's like this is the second time we're going through this. Like we know exactly the random seed. You just telling me, "Oh, George, this is gonna happen." Right?
All right,
So
drawing.
let's see what we're gonna get.
The fortune discovery.
I think we'll just keep the discovery and get rid of the monitor, right? Is that what have we got to use the discovery on at the moment? So we could use Spade. I don't really like Spade that much because I don't use that many companions.
I don't remember what does this one do?
It lets you reroll the companion die. I mean, it's handy if say you need the companion and he doesn't appear. So it's a nice to have, and we might get it if we don't have anything better. I mean, Tink's got the gizmo that heals bots. It might be really good in the last fight. You know, if we Nugget, we're not gonna get the tumbler. We're probably not going to get the gem decoy, so I'm thinking to keep the fortune discovery and give it to Tink for Gizmo. That's what I'm leaning towards. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I figured that's what you were going to do. So I'm sorry, go with the Gizmo?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll discard this.
I've never actually used Gizmo. I mean, I rarely get that many fortune discoveries, but I think it's a good thing to have in your sleeve.
But but with 3 bots, we're in pretty good shape. But yeah, when we're using SpiderBot 3, it'd be nice to keep his.
The thing is not the bots, it's the attachments. Because when a bot is gone, so are the attachments that are on the bot.
Right.
So if we get SpiderBot out with 3 good attachments and he dies, we're going to lose those attachments, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. So now training points.
Training points. It's the time we've all been waiting for.
I assume you want to start,
train attack.
Yeah, I assume you want to do that. Got it.
Yes. And it's a good time to go for extra health, you reckon? What else? Piercing arrow. Let's go for piercing arrow. Yeah, now we're really good.
So who are the guys that have thick skin? It's all the trolls?
There's a lot of trolls. Yeah, and also kind of like anyone who has got lots of defense, that you can get rid of the defense, and that would be really good.
Okay. Tink.
And the golden golem has lots of defense as well. On Tink, I'm just thinking now. Now we're going on to the nice to haves. I think probably, I'm not quite sure if I yet want one more attachment. I think the other attachments are probably for next time, but I'm gonna try to let's improve defense. Let's try to improve defense.
Roll second time for it.
Second time.
Okay.
Yes, and let's get the dexterity.
Oh.
And nuggets. Train attack. Just as a let's try it. I'm probably gonna fail.
Oh, we get 2 chances.
Yeah.
Try again.
So let's think what we're gonna get first, because we have to decide before we know if the second is gonna work. So for the first training point, we will go for, I'm just thinking, sidestep or defense. Let's go for sidestep.
Sidestep. Okay.
And then let's roll again for the attack.
No.
No. So we'll go for, let's go for dexterity. So now we'll be able to roll 3 attack, 1 defense, and the long blade, and 1 of our other stuff. So we got lots of things to roll.
Very nice.
Yeah, so actually we shouldn't have the red monitor here because we chose the fortune discovery over that.
Ah, good point. Oh, good for you.
We're being honest.
Well, you're just using your good memory.
So let's roll for attack. Let's do a training attempt.
Ooh.
Yeah. And dexterity, because we need to be able to use it now. That's enough attack with Tantrum. Next time we're gonna go anger management and maybe some more health. But I think his stats now are where we want them to be. Yeah, we could get 1 more health. Okay, don't click that. Let's use the last battle stew on Tantrum.
Oh, right. All right. Who had that? Okay, so we'll tick that up to 5.
6, 5. Yeah, he's gonna go to 5.
Foil, and we'll
yep.
Bump him up to 6. And
Tantrum.
Oh, Tantrum, right. 6, and now we scout for everyone.
Yeah.
5?
5 point, yeah. Keep him. At this point, I think we can deal with the orcs. Fine.
Fine, you said, I assume?
Yeah, keep him, yeah. Particularly bothered with... yes, keep him. Huh. So now I know what we're facing. We're facing the Golden Golem, right? So that's the only 20-point body we have faced. So we're going for 5 point. Ooh, cycle him. Because we already have another orc. I don't want him now.
Moving on. Sure you don't want to spend time with your bride, George?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a good time to call it a night. It's been a long day for me as well. So
okay. This was very productive.
I think I think we will go for the surprise and hopefully get the 2 more training points that are gonna flesh us out. I'm gonna think what those training points are gonna be. So at the moment we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So with a 2 it's gonna be on 15, which is exactly my objective. So my goal was to kind of like be at 15 training points before facing Gendricks.
Very nice. And we didn't. Oh, and we never did see Hall of the Orb, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna fight the orb on 4 hit points.
Right.
But we should be able to do it with 4 gear locks. It should be a bit easier. I think Gendricks is easier with more gear locks. It must be very hard with less because he's hardy.
That is one of the nice advantages, as you pointed out early on, of having 4 gear locks. That does get a little
4
easier.
is a lot easier than 3. I mean, I'm definitely finding this playthrough is easier than the one I had Tabletop Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I think 3 is quite challenging. 2 can be very what do you say? It's quite volatile. It's quite you know, if you are low initiative with 2 gear locks and you're facing 4 enemies and they're all ahead of you and one of your 2 gear locks is knocked out, it's pretty much game over.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you draw one of those encounters that add a 20-point body on top of the battle queue, then again it's very hard. And I had both of those things happen in those one playthrough that I've lost. And it was like was trying to introduce a friend to this game, and he was a bit, he didn't like it that much because basically we lost 2 out of 4 battles. You know, the first one was like he got knocked out.
George, you?
Yeah. Well, I was playing patches. He was playing Nugget. He got knocked out in the first round, and then the second battle we had to face one of those dragon encounters. Like, let's add the 20-point dragon on top of the battle queue, and we didn't have the training points from losing that early one. So it was really rough. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next battle. You'll be able to boss the Golden Golem first, and then going on to the big boss, Gendricks, Tyrant.
Thanks, George.
Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good evening.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.